here because you want to know all about living in Brentwood, Tennessee, some of the stores available, the retail outlets, restaurants, homes, everything that has to do with outdoor recreation even, and you've come to the right place. I want to tell you all about it in our Living in Nashville YouTube page here, but first please like, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you get notified every time we have a new video come out. So this is a really cool place. You can tell it's sort of an area that's been built up around the past 10 years. You've got a lot of mixed use restaurants, shopping, boutique stores, things like that. We have Del Frisco's back here, which is sort of an upscale, higher end type restaurant. Very good food, a lot to eat and drink there. And speaking of, we're sitting right now at the Maple Street Biscuit Company, and they've got some killer loaded tater tots. And so we are going to go ahead and dive in. Got some peach berry lemonade right now that's also hitting the spot. And so we're gonna take a little nibble and show you around Brentwood, Tennessee. This is pretty much the hub of where all the activity happens. You've got a lot of stores, a lot of restaurants, cool little Smoothie King outlets. This is Franklin Road, which is basically the main drag to and from a lot of things in the Brentwood proper area. As you look across the street, you can see there's a church on the corner, and the old Southern saying kind of goes here in Middle Tennessee, generally speaking, that there is a church on pretty much every corner. The biggest church around here actually is Brentwood Baptist Church. Brentwood Baptist has satellite campuses across a bunch of different areas through Williamson County and Davidson County, which is Nashville. I don't know why. A lot of people in Brentwood, though, call Brentwood Baptist Church Six Flags Over Jesus. It's where all the fun happens. It's where all the church activity happens, and they branch it out as a ripple effect through a lot of Williamson and Davidson counties here in the greater Nashville area. So if you go past this church across the street, you'll also see, a couple stoplights up that way, and turning left at one of the stoplights, it'll get you into the Maryland Farms area. And Maryland Farms is where the city administration building is. That's where kind of like a lot of the just technical city stuff. You got the codes department and zoning and the tax department, which taxes in Williamson County, especially property taxes, are really not bad at all. They really put it in the right places, in my opinion. A lot of it goes to schools, then of course supporting our infrastructure. But there's about 45,000 people who live in the Brentwood area, in and around. And so there are a lot of people at services. You've noticed we've got a lot of roads through here, this being the main drag. It's pretty well trafficked, but not a nightmare when you think about getting to and from all the places you have to get to. And one of the main reasons is because I-65 is one of the biggest interstate vessels probably across the country, but also here in Nashville. We have quite a few interstates that all intersect in downtown Nashville, and 65 is the main one that runs north and south and takes you down straight to the beach, takes you all the way up to Kentucky. It's really just a hop, skip, and a jump. 65 that you can hop onto and get to downtown Nashville probably in about 15-20 minutes, depending on traffic. It can be a little bit of a traffic backlog at certain times of the day. You've got rush hour that you have to think about, but the fact that you don't have to travel too far is what attracts a lot of people to Brentwood, Tennessee. It's a really short commute distance-wise and kind of gets you where you need to go, especially if you're one of those people that either works in and around this Williamson County pocket or needs to go to downtown Nashville. It gives you that flexibility. We've got quite a few homes around here. Our list price for homes around here, we've got a variety of homes, but for the most part, these are luxury homes in Williamson County. It's mostly the affluent who live in Williamson County just because of the home prices. It has become such an area of demand that our home prices have stayed steady, even during the Great Recession. I remember when I was a TV news reporter here in Nashville, I was here during the Great Recession. And during the recession, we had really very little effect on our home values here in Brentwood. We did see a decrease in the amount of homes that were bought and sold, but mostly because people here had the equity and the means to be able to stay put. A lot of people didn't have to sell their homes, and so a lot of our homes didn't lose water. We really were generally unaffected in the greater Nashville area, but specifically here in Brentwood. We've got, you can see all the stores behind me. Probably the largest liquor store that you might ever walk through is in the corner back there. And then you've got the Nordstrom Rack, a home goods store, and then a variety of other little shops, a boutique store, and some, quick dine restaurants that are in there, as well as some sit down meal type restaurants. And so a variety of industry around here, not just stores like this and restaurants like this, but we've got entertainment, we've got finance, we've got tech, medical. Those are like our 4 big hubs around here that people work in, that employ a lot of people and keeps this area really moving. And speaking of celebrities, we've got quite a few famous people who live in the Brentwood area. They're attracted to all the things that I've been talking about: the proximity, the easy way to get around, the affluent neighborhoods, a lot of gated communities. And so we've got, not only country music singers around here, but even people like Jack White. He's not a country music singer, but he lives around here in Brentwood, Tennessee. And we've also got just famous athletes, book authors, a lot of people that you have known who may have been able to make a wave for themselves, make a splash out there publicly, live right here in Brentwood, Tennessee. And their kids go to school with our kids. We've got a lot of famous people who graduated from Brentwood High School and went to Brentwood High School. And so we'll take you over there in just a sec so you can see all there is about Brentwood High School and why that's also attractive to people moving here. Now that we're here at the high school, let's talk a little bit about what Brentwood is known for. Aside from the country music stars and the entertainers and all of the finance business and the industries in here, we're also known for our schools here in Brentwood, Tennessee. You can see the original complex there, the school bus in the front of the schoolyard. And then as you swing around, you can kind of see students are changing classes right now. There's a lot of different buildings, including performing arts, that are part of this campus, are all incorporated, but another one being built right now. You can see kind of at the very end of where the video is showing you. It's a really robust campus, a really cool place to have your kids go to school. There are some famous people who have gone to school here in Brentwood. Kesha is one of those people who's attended here. The band members of Maroon 5 went to school here, started here with a garage band that basically had a different name, and then over the years they turned into Maroon 5. A lot of cool history here as well. But about Brentwood High School, it serves kids around 9 to 12 grades, so 4 grades of school there after middle school or junior high. Then we've got a 1,700 student population with about a 20-to-1 ratio in the classroom, which isn't too bad. U.S. News and World Report has ranked Brentwood High School as number 211, which is out of a list of like 40,000 schools. And so pretty good stats there, pretty good ranking there. I went to a high school that was ranked like 1,600, and I thought that was really awesome. And when I went to high school, I was like, man, I knew at the time, we're in a really good place. This is a great public school system. It was in a totally different state, but we were all really proud of our school system, and they were ranked 1,600. So just for perspective, when I found out Brentwood High School was ranked at 211, I was like, holy cow, that's really cool to just kind of get some perspective there. Really kind of shows you how outstanding this is. Out of 40,000 schools to be ranked in the first couple hundred, it's just absolutely incredible. Also, when you combine that with our low property taxes. So you're getting a lot of bang for your buck here. While the kids are at school, it's a mix of work and play for the grown-ups. We have golf around this area, so many golf courses, both private and public, very many country clubs to belong to around here with a variety of different initiation dues and monthly fees, as well as levels of golf memberships. We also have other outdoor activities like parks and kid-friendly facilities like the Brentwood YMCA. Now, one of the things about Brentwood, Tennessee is there are a lot of working people around here, a lot of people who have very much white-collar jobs, but nonetheless, it is a weekday. We're past the prime lunch hour, and so it's not really crazy busy out here. Normally there would be a lot more activity in and around, behind the street, behind me with cars, people walking, everything else. But we've actually caught a really good time of day because not a whole lot of people are out right now. The weather here, let's talk about the weather. You can tell that I'm sitting outside on a patio with a sweater on. It's because it's springtime in Tennessee, and springtime in Tennessee is really sort of different. You have the early morning starting out in the 30s and 40s sometimes, and then as the day goes on, the weather gets dramatically warmer, and that's not really unusual. That's pretty seasonally typical for us here in Middle Tennessee. So by the end of today, it could be as warm as 70 degrees, which is going to feel really warm with me having this sweatshirt on. It just kind of is what it is. All right, we covered a lot of bases in a pretty short amount of time, but I hope you got a pretty good idea on what it's like living here in Brentwood, Tennessee. In fact, this is the Living in Nashville channel with Erika Kurre, and Brentwood, Tennessee, just being a little area just south of Nashville, has a lot to offer without ever having to go into technical Music City. So enjoy this video. I'm glad that you were able to hang out with us. Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to like this video, hit subscribe to this channel, and alert button. Go ahead and tag that so that you get an instant notification every time we post a new video. And if you're looking to buy or sell here in the greater Nashville area, whether it's the next 9 days or within 9 months, it doesn't matter. It's never too early to reach out to me. Let's get you started. Let's do what we need to do to make sure you have the best plan in place to get the home that you want where you want to be. I am one of the premier leading agents for luxury in Nashville. I'm a member of the National Luxury Home Marketing Institute, as well as a Guild inductee because of all of my work, and I'm one of the top 2% realtors in Williamson counties. So go ahead, hit the link below, schedule your call with me, and we can go ahead and get you started. And now I'm going to go ahead and finish these tots.